What's going on, people? We are back again with another freaking video, and this one is £1,000 Best Friends Season 2, Episode 2. And yes, I know, last week I uploaded Episode 1 on my other channel, That's Peak. But now I'm keeping this show on Moving Mad. Okay, moving forward. I do apologize for the confusion, but this is going to be the home of the show itself in particular, because I have new plans for the channel That's Peak that's going to be exciting. But with that being said, let's stop wasting time. Let's see exactly what goes down this week. In case you didn't watch last week we witnessed Meghan have a complete meltdown because she refuses to go and see Dr. Proctor. But we saw Vanessa have one hell of a freaking transformation that was literally off the chain. But either way though, all the ladies then agreed, apart from Meghan, to start a new journey with a journal where they start off by weighing themselves, seeing where they are at the beginning, and then finally seeing where they end up at the end. So yeah, but with that being said, let's get into it.
And that I am still at 297.
305.4 pounds.
You know what? Let me just say nothing right now. Let me see her reaction.
Highly pisses me off that I keep gaining and losing and gaining and losing the same 10 pounds.
You cannot tell me that it highly annoys you that you keep gaining and losing when you are the one that is in control of your own weight. If you're gaining and losing, then obviously your diet isn't consistent. If your diet was consistent, well, then you wouldn't gain and lose. You would lose, and sometimes you would maintain. Sometimes you may gain a little bit if you're training muscle, because obviously when you turn the fat into muscle, the muscle will weigh, which is a very common error that a lot of people forget, that when they are training and losing weight, but also gaining muscle, sometimes those weeks when you're stagnant, or you may go up just a little bit, is because the fat has now become a muscle, and of course muscle weighs heavier than fat. But the fact is she has not been training, so that's definitely the situation. And the fact is her diet has not been consistent. So to be honest with you, the fact that she's annoyed about it, as if she's not the problem, don't make me laugh. But anyway, we continue. But to be fair, Tina is the one that I have least hope for based on the way she was in the first season. But then again, Ashley was a good calamity too. Well, we'll see.
I can see the nerves.
375.4 pounds.
Dr. Proctor told her months ago, to lose 30 pounds and she'll be granted the weight loss surgery that she's looking for. Months ago. And she's only lost 2.6 pounds. I really hope Ashley and Tina can really pull things around this season. I really hope that they can. But they have not shown promising attitudes. They've just shown broken promises. And the worst part about it, it's been broken promises to themselves. But hopefully this season, they can do better.
Last couple of years, I've been the biggest of the four. So I feel devastated for Ashley because I know for a fact that she's not going to let us see it, but that it hurts her heart to see that.
So she continues by saying to see that she is now potentially the biggest out of the four. And it's crazy though, because, you know, some people will continue staying obese because they know someone who's bigger than them. And it's just so sad how a person can be motivated to stay big because they know someone that's bigger than them. But they can't be motivated by someone that is smaller than them to want to be maybe be their size or their weight because it's a healthier weight. It's crazy how the mind works, you know? But this is what happens when you have demons in your mind. But the matter of fact is no one should be motivated to stay big because somebody else is bigger, and nobody should be motivated to lose weight just because somebody else is smaller. That has to be an internal thing. Any external motivation is only temporary. Internal ones is what can give you that consistency. But hey, the internal one is harder than the external one, but it's so much more powerful. We continue.
315.2 pounds.
Told you.
The saddest part is that, you know, Meghan just said that the scale is one of her biggest triggers. And to be honest with you, I don't envy you on that. I personally don't believe in the scale, personally. I believe in what I see in the mirror. And I believe in how I feel when I put my clothes on. And I think everybody can relate to that as well, you know what I mean? I just feel like, when you see numbers can be so demoralizing, you know what I mean? And the fact is, Meghan literally has put on 15 pounds, and it's a hard pill to swallow, an absolutely hard pill to swallow, and no, 12.2 pounds is exactly what she put on. I just had to double check that real quick. But at the end of the day, she hasn't done well for herself. She's obviously got bigger, put more weight on, which is not good. And she's now avoiding Dr. Proctor because she's afraid that what he says is going to offend her. But the fact is, though, that is his job. His job is to be honest with you, not to sugarcoat you. If you want to have someone to understand you and help you break it down, you have to go to a therapist. People have to understand that doctors and nurses are not therapists. You know what I mean? Some people expect doctors and nurses to sympathize with them, but that's not their job. Their job is to tell you the truth. Otherwise, they're not doing their job properly. It is a therapist's job to understand you, sympathize you, and then find a way to use that to motivate you. Like, come on, you know what I mean? But yeah, I said I don't blame her for not liking the scale per se, because I don't like the scale. I don't really believe in the scale. I said I believe in what I see in the mirror. If I wake up and I look in the mirror and I feel like, I look good, I'm happy. If I go to the gym, if I eat, whatever, all shebang. And if I put my clothes on, my clothes feel how they should be feeling, I feel great. If they don't, then I'm like, crap, now I got to do something else, depending on what it is. But anyway, we continue.
Scared of this ad machine.
You got this. Come on now.
I can't.
You've been working real hard.
I just can't.
Real hard.
I know it. I can't. I really can't.
People ask me, why don't you ever become a personal trainer? Like, you're so good at training, and whenever you train people, you like the workouts we do is just amazing. I always feel the burn. The next day I can feel that I've done something, And I say to people, because you see, I could not care for excuses. I could not care for a sob story. Like, if I was to be a personal trainer, I don't want to know about why you are the way you are. All I care about is where I'm going to get you. And also what I care about is that you stick to my program. You see, if I give you all these workouts and I train you hard and then you're not even eating properly, and then it looks like that I haven't trained you, that ruins my reputation, But most importantly, if I'm training you and you start telling me that you can't, I always say to people, in school we was taught that there's no such thing as I can't. I live by that now. No such thing as I can't. Okay? I mean, there are things that legit, I understand in life that we actually physically cannot do for whatever reason per se, right? But then there's things that we can definitely do. And when it comes to Ashley, she can do the goddamn flipping ab machine. She may not be able to do it perfectly to begin with. She may not even be able to do the full extension. That is fine. But if she can try and at least do it just for that little percentage of it, even if she's crunching just a little bit, it's fine. It doesn't have to be a complete, just do the damn machine. Sorry guys, but this frustrates me because I tolerate no excuses. If you ask for someone's help, don't take the mick. You ask for my help, trust me, you're not leaving. Actually no, if you tell me an excuse, I'm like, okay, bye, see you later. I mean, you paid me, so it's all good, innit? Honestly, if I was a PT and you started making excuses, I'd be like, listen, you paid me, so don't bother me. Anyway, man, she needs to fix her attitude. You cannot walk into an idea with the concept of I can't. You should never do anything if you're going to doubt it. Do it because you're ready to challenge yourself. But hey, we continue.
I want Ashley to see Dr. Connie because I think that it'll help her to overcome things that she will not share with us.
Honestly, to see how much Vanessa has grown as a person is beautiful to watch. Absolutely beautiful to watch and experience, And I completely agree, Obviously, Ashley has things that's blocking her, things that put her in this mindset of wanting to have an excuse of why she can't do something or doesn't want to do something. And Megan's the same, Tina's the same. And the matter of fact is every single one of those ladies need the same therapist or needs a therapist just the same way Vanessa had, because you can see how much it's helped her. And I guess that the thing is though, Meghan had a therapist. I remember the last season, Meghan and both Vanessa saw the therapist together at one point, to be fair with you, because I think it was Meghan that took Vanessa to the therapist. Meghan has clearly abandoned that therapist. Now I think about it, like, damn, like she even has it. She's got the tool in front of her, do you know what I mean, to help her with what she needs. What's her name? Meghan. But yeah, I definitely agree with Vanessa here, man. Like, if Ashley could go see the therapist, this could probably help her, you know what I mean? Do you know what? I think if I would ever be a PT, I have to tell people, listen, see a therapist before you come see me, innit? Because I tell you this now, I have no sympathy. I'm here just to train you and make you and help you become the best version of yourself, point blank, period. Ain't nothing else but that, but we continue.
It kind of made me realize that there were still unresolved emotions I had surrounding the death of my dad. I didn't realize that I was still grieving.
You know, I think that's the key thing, isn't it? You know, everyone that is obese, you know, that is fat, overweight, you know, everyone's reasons are different. Some people have reasons that are similar to others, but obviously there's always different reasons, right? And Ashley lost her father. Now the thing is though with Ashley is that she was already overweight anyway before she lost her father. Now when it comes to her father himself in particular, he was also someone that was overweight, you know, and obviously having diabetes and being overweight and so many other complications ended up, you know, resulting in his passing. And the sad part about it is that she then resorted to food even more. Food was already a fact of her life anyway because it was a part of her family. But I think to be fair, that's a conversation I guess isn't had that even I wasn't really aware of, that people can mourn through food, and food becomes such a comfort that it then becomes a distraction to actually mourning your loss. And that's actually a very interesting thing. I don't know if anyone can relate to that, to be fair with you, but I feel like if you are someone that does lose someone, you know, it is crucial that you go through that mourning phase, you know. I mean, listen, I think when it comes to mourning, you know, you're always going to miss the person that you lost. 100%. You're always going to miss the person that you love or the people that you lost. 100%. But obviously, so therefore you technically kind of mourn, I guess, for life. But how you do it at the beginning and how you learn to maintain it and control it is the key. For her, food was the way she decided to not even maintain or control it. It was just her distraction. It was her comfort. And food is not a tool you can use to mourn anything. Do you see what I'm saying? And obviously, she's obviously still stuck in that in that loop. And that's what probably, you know, keeps making her go back and forth. It is sad to see, but the good thing is that she did attempt to lose weight after by obviously having surgery, and she did reveal that she really actually had a therapist then as well. I guess she just decided to bum off that therapist and just go back to being the way she was. Maybe the therapist wasn't a great one, but that's not to shade this therapist because Ashley still should have been able to pick herself up going forward anyway. But yeah, but, hey, I'm just happy that she's having therapy now, because in this scene she's actually seeing a therapist, which is fantastic. The one that Vanessa recommended.
Have not had
It's simple. I know
a
it is.
single follow-up appointment with our aftercare program.
No.
That is not good at all. Aftercare is there for a reason.
We've tried to make several, and you have not made a single one of them.
When was this? Because I haven't got a single call.
You know, when people rely on, this is your life. Like, understand, even if they didn't give you a call, they have got thousands, millions, however many patients they got to see on a daily basis, right? The logs, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, listen, and I understand even with COVID, a lot of hospitals have like backlogs and all that kind of stuff. She can't be sitting there talking about, you guys didn't ring me. They're not your parents. Come on, like, be an adult.
Why haven't you reached out to us then?
Exactly.
Have you been doing absolutely everything that you're supposed to do at home?
Apart from crying and sitting there like a flipping overgrown child, obviously not. Come on, man. Like, it's frustrating to watch. I can be sympathetic, but I don't like the way she's behaving. It's like a child.
Program like you're supposed to?
This is exactly why I didn't want to come.
You're going to
They want to come, but she didn't want to be hit with the questions that matter. This is his job to ask you these things, not to help you avoid them. He's not your therapist.
answer it? You're here because you want help. You've got 200 pounds of help. I think you want to get further than that.
Like, the fact that she's not even willing to pay attention to how he's trying to be positive. Listen, you was literally at 500 pounds when we met. Then we had the surgery, you got up to 300 pounds. You lost 200 pounds. You've got this in the bag. But she's not looking to hear none of this. She just thinks that he's coming for her when he's not.
And sometimes some tough love is what's required to kind of get that person back on track. My job at the end of the day is that she walks out of here a healthier person.
That's it. That's his job. That she walks out here a healthier person. But you can only do so much.
I'm not going to yell at you, just say yes or no.
Not all of it, but
These Sorry, man. So he asks her, have you been in everything that you're required to be successful? She says not all of it, and then man smirks. The way he's sorry, but this smirk, right? It doesn't help the situation. It doesn't help the situation, but I get it. He's just like, of course, I know you haven't. Like, that's why you were here. Damn, man couldn't even hold back the laughter. Like, that's the okay. That you shouldn't be doing that, man. Damn. But anyway, let's stay professional, Doc. But let's continue.
I need to walk out. I need to walk out and take a minute to myself.
Okay.
Damn. Yeah. That smile, that smirk. Yeah. Nah. That's it. She's gone. She's gone. She's not coming back. Nah. I don't really blame her per se, because nobody wants to see that reaction. But she is fishing for compliments. Not compliments. Sorry. She is fishing for sympathy. Yeah. But yeah. Either way, what he's done is it's not proper.
I poured my heart out, and instead of listening to me, he turned it back on me again.
You don't come back from that quickly with Meghan.
It's peak, man. It's peak. It's actually quite peak, to be honest. Man fully laughed. He smirked in her face, man. Like, yo, that's savage behavior there, Doc. Come on, man. I'm
In his face as if it was no big deal at all.
You have the right to feel the way that you feel.
This is exactly why I didn't want to come. Because why do I want to throw myself into a
Well, I guess we'll leave it as that then, because I can't really blame her for her reaction, to be honest with you. Nobody wants to be smirked at. Like, I can't believe he did that, to be honest with you. Like, yo, that was so unexpected, like, yeah. Well, I guess, wow, man. Listen, man, I guess until next time, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, but yeah, that was savage. He spoke about tough love, but he didn't speak about love on her though. But who knows, man. Either way though, ladies and gentlemen, let me know exactly what you're thinking down below in the comment section, and we'll talk about it. But hey, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, peace.